Hello, this is James from Mad River Homestead here in Southwest Ohio. Thanks for stopping in to watch this video today. Now, if you own a tractor, you already know how frustrating and annoying it is to have to get off and on your tractor anytime you want to change the angle of your brush hog, your box blade, whatever implement you might be using. So today I'm going to be installing a hydraulic top link on my RK24 tractor. This is going to allow me to adjust my implements from my seat without having to get on and off. It's just going to make doing those kind of jobs a whole lot easier. Hooking up the implements will be easier as well. This has got to stop. All right, so I know if you have a tractor, you felt my pain when I was trying to level out that box blade. Let's go on up to the house, see what we can do about that. Now, I bought this top link from Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description. It wasn't real expensive either. And one thing you want to make sure is that it'll match up in length with your manual top link that's on your tractor. It does come with the hoses, so you don't have to have hoses made. Now, if you happen to have an RK24, you need to know that this female fitting right here is a 3/8. When I ordered this thing, it said it was 3/8. What I came to find out was it was 3/8 diameter on the hose. This part is a 1/2 inch, so it doesn't work. So rather than send it back and try to get a different one, because I couldn't find one that had the 3/8 fitting, I ordered this set from Amazon. This is 1/2 inch, male and female, 2 of each. So that is gonna go right here. Problem is, this right here is a 3/8. So this 1/2 inch will not fit on that. So I found these. This is a 3/8 female to a 1/2 inch male. So I'll be able to put this on here, make this a 1/2 inch, and then this will fit. So that's the first step I got to do. Now, some tractors have the rear hydraulics in different areas. Sometimes they're down there. This one's up here. These hoses, though, they should still reach to there. Before I take these off, I want to go ahead and get my fittings wrapped. So now, there we go. Well, I hope that hose will fit, will reach. I better check that real quick. All right, so this next part is something that was definitely specific to my tractor, but I can't imagine it would be unique to my tractor. So let me just explain that. When I got the hydraulic top link, I was all excited because I thought I was just going to be able to come out there, slap that cylinder in there, connect the hose, the banjo hose, to the cylinder, and then slide these things in. Well, here's what I ran into. This is what was on there before. This is a 3/8. So this tractor, this rear hydraulic on the RK24 has a 3/8 quick connect. 3/8 threading as well here. So the first thing I had to do was add these adapters right here. So this has got a female 3/8 that screws onto the tractor. It's got a 1/2 inch male for this 1/2 inch quick connect to thread onto. So I thought, well, now I got that, I'm good to go. Here's what I found out next. So I got it on, got this connected in, and then went like that. And you could see this banjo is not gonna reach. So had to go back to the drawing board. And yesterday, I made a trip over to Cincinnati. And I don't know about you, but I absolutely hate driving in cities. So glad we were able to get out here to the country. But I had to do it. It was about an hour and 10 drive, but I think I got what I needed. So this is loosely put together just so you can see what I'm gonna do. Had to get a few different fittings. So these are just an extender, got a swivel on it. Half inch, male and female. And then I got this 90-degree, and then another half inch, male, female. This one is a 3/8, female and male. And I'm gonna have this go into this 3/8 female, then have a half inch male on this side. So what I'll do is I will take this fitting off, this quick connect, leave the half inch right here and put this on here. Then I'll take this half inch fitting off and that adapter that I added, and I'll put this there. And the reasoning there is that way they'll fit like this. Now for these fittings that are nice and dry, I'm going to use this liquid pipe sealant. I don't know if I'm doing this right. Tell me in the comments. I'm putting too much. I'm very much a novice at this kind of stuff. I would take any kind of comments anybody has. I'm feeling like I probably need to learn more and more of this. I'm 62, but I figure if I ever stop learning, just go ahead and put me in the grave. All right. Should be tight enough. By the way, just thought about something else about this. Before I got these different fittings to make the 90-degree, I had an idea of getting an extension hose, you know, just add another 12 inches or so, because I was losing so much downward because it would come out so far. But here was the thing I found out along the way. See, there are different kind of hydraulic fittings. These are what you call NPT. And I don't know what that means. I can't remember exactly, but it's basically what we use here in America. I can't remember what the NPT stands for, but just about anything you have that's made in America is gonna have the NPT. There's another one called JIC. I don't even know what that one's for. This is what they call BSP. It's a British thing. So you can't just put like this right here. The threads look the same, and I could put it on there, but it won't work because the NPT threads are tapered. And that's how that works. As your fitting tightens down, it tightens more and more with that taper. These are not tapered. So yeah, it'll screw on there, but it will not work. So that added a whole nother wrinkle, and they didn't have the BSP fitting, female fitting, to go onto this. So that's why I came up with the idea of doing the 90 degrees. So I guess I'm saying all this to just be aware. Don't just do like I did and just order this stuff willy-nilly. Know what kind of fittings you have right here, whether it's NPT. Know what they've got on the end of this. Now I will tell you, I didn't see a lot of different choices for these hydraulic top links, at least that had good reviews. This one, this Vivor, and I'll put a link in the description if you want to look at it, but it did have some good reviews. People had good luck with it, so that's why I went with it. But I didn't know when I got it that this was the BSP and all that stuff. So just know what you're getting. A lot of you might be a lot more well versed with this stuff, and you might have just thrown me a big old duh when I said all that. Another thing I didn't mention too is for a lot of tractors, those hoses would be just fine. Because for a lot of tractors have their rear hydraulics down here. This RK24 has it up here, so you just got a lot more space between it and the top link. And this is nice because it's a swivel, so it'll be able to go at whatever angle I need it to go. All right, so the saga continues. I was putting this 3/8 on here a while ago, and I cross-threaded this thing. It didn't cross-thread the part on the tractor, but this female end it did. So I put this adapter back on, so it takes it from a 3/8 to a 1/2 inch, and I called Napa. They're about 15 minutes away in the town that we live close to. And they had the same exact one that I got from the hydraulic supply company yesterday. Same brand, everything. Now here's something interesting. The one I got from the hydraulic supply company was $4. The one from Napa was $23.15 with tax. And that's after giving me a 10% discount. I don't know why there's such a disparity in the cost, but so be it. Didn't have to drive all the way to Cincinnati. All right, so put that on here and we should be good. All right, so that one's on. Yeah, this is the way you do that swivel. You get your wrench and you hold this to keep it from turning like that. You just tighten down on your nut here. All right, now we'll get our quick connect fittings on. We should be in business. I'll tell you this, if I get this all done, it starts leaking, I'm gonna probably cry. Right on the video. So now, oh yeah, that's gonna be more than enough. Now this is the next issue you will very likely run into. I think it's pretty common. This ball, whatever it is, I can't remember the name of these things. Anyway, everything I've seen, these usually have to be cut down. I even tell you in the directions, you might have to cut it down a little bit for it to fit in there. So let's see how much. I want to make sure you're doing the right end. So this is the stationary end. This is the part that slides. So make sure I do that end. So about 1 millimeter is all I need to take off. That'll work. So the next thing I need to do is connect the hoses to the top link. So the next couple of fittings I'm going to be doing, we'll be using crush washer, so you don't use the plumber tape. So this is a crush washer, and what it does is designed to seal by bonding the metal to the metal. So if you use plumber's tape on those threads, it very likely will affect whether this is going to tighten down enough to be able to crush. I'm going to take these and do them on the bench vise. You don't need to see that. I'm going to catch this in the bench vise, and then I can really get some torque on this. Okay, so for this, I'm actually going to use my impact wrench. Take these plugs out. I need one of these here. So when I started doing this video, I thought for sure it would be a quick video. You know, people can get bored with these longer videos. I'm trying to watch that. It's turned into an ordeal, and I feel like I need to share some of this stuff. So, all right, so let's get this here first. Lord, I hope mine's long enough. But I don't think it's long enough with those stupid things on there. This was a great idea, but I'm gonna turn the camera off and go cry a little bit. Okay, so after I had a good cry the other day for getting that short top link, I thought about it, and I really need these quick hitches, and so I need to go with the longer top link. I need both. So I went on Amazon and ordered another one. Hopefully I can sell that shorter one on Facebook Marketplace or something. So I've already cut these parts down so it'll fit in here. And it's cold again today, by the way. Well, that'll definitely be long enough. I'm gonna take it around, hook up the box blades, show you how this thing works, and then we will be able to bring this video to a close. I'll just be able to push that, get it to where I need it. And we're in. Oh my Lord. All right, there's been a little break in my working because I was getting ready to proceed and realized that my mic was not on my shirt. I have literally spent the last half hour retracing, tracing, retracing my path, looking around everywhere, looked through the footage to see if I could figure out where it disappeared. And I finally gave up, put the other mic that came with the set on, and was just gonna go ahead and proceed. And right here, oh my Lord, is where it fell. And because it's got this magnet on it, so you can use it, you can use the magnet or the clip, it hit just perfect. Landed right there. Crisis averted, but time lost. All right, let's get back to work here. This is where the really cool part happened. This box blade has teeth. You can see those sticking up, those little black things. You drop that down and those teeth go farther in. So sometimes you want the teeth to dig in. So if I tilt it like that, whenever I let it back down, those teeth are going to be what's digging in. But then sometimes you need the blades in the back to be more parallel to the ground. So I'll be able to just gently put it into where I need to be without getting off back here and cranking that manual top link. It'll also help, like I said earlier, when I'm doing my bush hogging. Sometimes you need an angle up in the back. Sometimes you need it to come down a little bit. I'll be able to do that with this. All right, so there you have it. The VBOR hydraulic top link is officially installed. Checked it for leaks. Don't see any leaks anywhere. It functions smoothly and properly. You know, I see these videos about upgrades to your tractor. I can't imagine a better upgrade to a tractor than a hydraulic top link. So if you're looking for something, it's going to make it easier when you're doing those kind of jobs where you need that angle adjusted up and down. This is definitely a huge upgrade. As I said before, just be careful, measure, don't do what I did. I know in the beginning of my video, I said I measured and it looked like it was gonna work, but then I added those quick attach and that took made my official measurement obsolete. But just be sure, you know, check all the fittings that you have, make sure, you know, that what you're getting as far as your hydraulic top link is going to work with your tractor. As you see, mine had some issues, but in the end, I was able to make it work. All right, so thank you for taking the time to watch the video. I'll put a link on the screen to my tractor playlist. There might be some other videos that I've made that you might be interested in. So until my next video, thank you for watching, and God bless you and your family.